Thank you so much, Ginny. Amazing interview and great to hear from Caps as usual. Welcome to PGL and welcome to the fans, of course, who had an amazing mood in the studio today. This was a banger series. I have Caliste, I have Skewmond. We have a lot of things to talk about. French PGL, English PGL, I don't even know what we should do here. Guys, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Congrats on winning. I'm sorry it didn't go the way you wanted to,
It's
Caliste. First impressions on this very first Fearless Best of 5 on stage. Skewmond, if you want to go first, maybe.
Yeah, sure. I mean, yeah, it was pretty fun, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I still think that there is a lot of champs that can be picked on later games. But definitely it was nice to see, for example, the Anivia in this game.
Yeah.
It's yeah, a really good pocket pick. And yeah, I mean, it was really fun. And yeah, the draft talks between the games are really, really nice. Because like there is so many scenarios that you can go through. And yeah, I mean, it's like it was pretty nice to play.
Yeah, how did you feel it, Caliste? Because again, something that Dylan Falco was saying is that there's not much surprises in draft because you guys do your preparation very well. You know, you kind of know what's going to be expected here. What is the element of surprise in a best of 5 like this?
Yeah, first things first, I agree. I think the Fearless draft is pretty fun to play, and like there is a lot of scenarios you have to think between games, and like it can go everywhere, you know. Even more if like there is some champions like Anivia that can just be picked like this, or some other random champs. It makes the preparation harder, but yeah, most of the time the preparation is pretty easy to see. I mean, at this point, you know what team prefers, their meta read, what they will play, and what they want to play. And the Fearless really changes that, and I think it's pretty cool to play it, yeah.
And when it comes to like resetting between games, maybe coming up with some new stuff that you could not have anticipated, how are you handling this 13 minutes, I think, that you guys have between games to make sure that the next draft is going to be ready? Because looking at the series today, honestly, it was very one-sided. In terms of games, you guys stomped game 1, stomped game 2, and I feel like it was not really even in that sense. Skewmond, if you want to go first.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely don't have a lot of time between the games, actually, which adds more pressure in the draft meeting. So, like, yeah, all the scenarios needs to be thinking. You need to think about them, but it's like you really need. It's really important that you are sharp on them, and you just go to the most important cases. And yeah, I mean, for sure, like having good scrims and good preparation is really important in this kind of moments, because you never know, like if you will go to either game 3, maybe it's going to be 3-0, or like you go to game 5 and like every champion is out and you just need to cook a bit like in your role. So yeah, it's like really important to, I mean, play your champs, you know, like try to have some nice pocket picks, and yeah.
We're yet to see a game 5, but honestly, for me, for a first try at best of 5 Fearless, I'm really convinced with what we saw so far. I don't know what the fans thought of this series, actually. Did you have fun watching this? I think everyone is convinced that we should keep Fearless all the time. But, I mean, you guys being new in the competition, I feel like you don't know how it was happening before, although you had kind of this vibe in LFL. Are you enjoying Fearless more than regular playoffs that you've experienced in the past? What is your feeling on this? Caliste first, maybe.
I don't know, honestly, because there are some champions that I like to play more than once. So on this part, it's a bit annoying, but on the other part, I like to play other champions and go deep into the champion pool, because I think, well, it should be a good strength in a player, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't really know yet. I guess I will see later with more games.
All right. Skewmond? Fearless, no Fearless?
I really like Fearless, to be honest. I think it's like, as I said, it's like, first of all, really fun. But second of all, I think it also brings a lot of, yeah, just new picks to the fans as well, you know? Like, because watching, in my opinion, watching the, like, Azir Cassante 5 games in a row can get a bit boring.
It is, yeah,
so,
I can confirm.
So, yeah, like, watching, I don't know, like, some Anivia or, like, even more crazy picks, Nunu maybe, who knows? I think it's really, really important and really funny for the fan base. And, yeah, I mean, it also shows up that the players can also adapt, and they have a deep champion pool. And I think it's really important to show that you can play a lot of champs.
Taking a bit of a step back in the LEC, in Europe, and in everything we've experienced, I think I can talk on behalf of all LEC fans when I say that our teams did not deliver internationally for the past few years, since 2022, actually, if I can be precise here. You guys are this new generation of players, of French players, of course, but also players in the LEC with like a high potential. How do you live to these expectations and maybe the responsibility that falls upon you to revive hope for Europe and in the LEC? Caliste, maybe you can go first here, because I know that there was a lot of expectations on your shoulders.
I mean, yeah, it's always something tough to deal with, the pressure and all this thing. But from my side, I know how to deal with it. Most of the time, like, it's just pretty easy. I'm just playing my game and I'm just living each day, trying to be the best version of myself and just do, like, put enough work to just, try to get finally one day to Worlds and get the title back for Europe. But I mean, we still need time and we need to improve on a lot of things. But like, just for sure, our objective is to go to Worlds and I guess make Europe great again.
Skewmond. In terms of pressure and everything, because I mean, it took a bit of time for you to find your groove in the LEC, especially. So with these expectations that you had on your shoulders as a jungler coming after Yike and everything, is it something that you learned to handle so far?
I mean, definitely. Like, I could feel myself also being a bit pressure, especially in the first weeks. And I think it's like the weeks where I performed like the worst by far.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's definitely not an easy job to just go and join like the team that won everything in LEC, right? So like it's not an easy job to do. But right now I'm feeling pretty good, and I feel like I'm actually not feeling that pressure, I guess. And I feel like I know my teammates really well, my staff really well, and we're actually going in the good way, in the good path. And I just really hope that we can just keep doing this and hopefully win a title.
All right, let's talk about other teams, and then let's take a look at the brackets that we have for the rest of the playoffs here, because G2 sitting comfortably in the grand finals, waiting for your opponent. KC, on the other hand, you're waiting for yours. MKOI, Fnatic, what's your take on both teams, actually?
Well, if I have to be honest, I will say it's at 3-0 pretty easily for Fnatic, but it seems like they are choking a bit. Like they almost lost against BDS, but let's see. I mean, anyways, I'm not really able to trash talk. I lost today and we didn't perform well. I think like we just didn't show KC, I guess. We just didn't play our game today, but I think, Fnatic should be a better team than KOI. So let's see who we'll play against to get back to the finals.
I mean, you guys are the ones who sent them there, Fnatic, if I may say, completely collapsed after playing against you guys. Is that a sentiment that you share, though, that even though you beat them pretty convincingly, they should come on top against KOI?
Yeah, I would say so as well. I mean, I think KOI is actually playing decently on stage games, so maybe they can bring a surprise. But I think that if Fnatic plays just on their level and just do what they know to do, I think they should be winning pretty easily. But I can see KOI winning some games, so I would predict probably 3-1 for Fnatic. 3-1
Fnatic, okay. How do you guys feel, actually, the fans here in the studio? Fnatic or KOI? I have more KOI here, I think, than here. Closing thoughts on playoffs so far, guys. The level of playoffs, the level of the teams. Week 1 was really one-sided, 2-0 across the board. We had some banger games this week. Not clean games, it's never clean games in the LEC anyway, but banger games at least. What has been your feeling of playoffs and teams? Caliste?
I'm not sure, to be honest. Like you can see that first teams are, like all of the teams, they have to adapt to the Fearless draft first. And the second fact is, I feel like a lot of teams have ups and downs, depends on best of 3, best of 5, but I think like there is teams that are just slowly but surely getting better, and some that are just like, I don't really know how to say, but they are just under pressure, and you can feel it. And I think it probably happened to us today. It probably happened to Fnatic yesterday. But I'm pretty excited to see the whole level of the LEC to like just get better and better. And we have to get better also and show our true game.
Who's been the most surprising team so far, Skewmond? Outside of you, of course.
Surprising? I don't really know. I mean, probably I would say like BDS for their performance, actually. I think they played pretty well against Fnatic. And I'm pretty convinced that they could have won the series against them. So yeah, probably BTS.
Yeah, we'll see which teams scale in spring. They have a lot of time to to get there anyway. Guys, thank you so much for joining us today. I don't want to take too much of your time. Thank you so much to the fans as well for the banger mood that we had today at the studio. And that's all for us here in the upper bracket, round 3. We're almost at the end of Winter Split. Join us next week for the remaining matches on a special schedule from Friday to Sunday. We'll see you there. Thank you so much for watching and take care.
Chain of Corruption hits Caps down towards the bottom side. Yikes, still tanky, but he's knocked back into the middle of G2 once again. The all-out coming out from Kana. He's knocked back as well by Broken Blade. And Carmine Core dive in, but find no way of getting out. TP behind as Broken Blade's looking for the flank. And LeBron's looking to send Vladdy 6 feet under. BB now on the flank. Caliste has the flash. Targamas has one of his own as well, but isn't going to get the chance to use it. BB still chasing. Caliste only has cleanse, so cleanse the slow, but knocked into the wall. Has nothing left, and he can't even kill a Broken Blade.
It's a 22-minute ace for G2.
Towards the top side, Caps has been forced away. Broken Blade in the middle of the pit, tanking everyone. Targamas is going to die. The Equalizer will clip on Summer. Broken Blade falls as well. Yike trying to step forward, will land the smite. Now G2 are separated. Hans Summer's down towards the bottom side, limping through the river, through the jungle. Caliste trying to get the damage, and will.
Now do you just go in towards a huge amount of the long range poke? But okay.
Is it the bot lane? Is it bot lane?
Oh, baby. Looking to seal the fates of Vladdy and Yike, with Broken Blade moving first. The flashback from Caps as he tries to get onto Vladdy. No summoner on Vladdy. He's down for first blood. Yike caught up as well. Flash with the Ruthless Predator stun, and Yike tries to escape with the shield. It's not enough. G2 find 2 in the mid lane.
Okay. Get the turret, get the turret, get the turret! Can I get drink as well? Can I get drink? Okay, I take it as well. Can you go top as well? I can't bet. Yeah. Sorry, it's my bad.
Broken Blade now.
Is it enough?
That is!
Just gobbles him up! Nom 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 nom.
An easy kill for Broken Blades. I mean, he really did make that look so easy. Jonathan Cho'Gath tips his hat. Kana, he's trying to escape, but there's the wall.
The Crystallize Encore is going to hit onto 3, but they don't really have the follow-up as of yet. Kana's still on that front line, but the dive onto the back. Caliste locked up, G2 find another. They're going to try and warp out, but the Crystallize into the knock-up. There's a triple for BB. A quadra for BB. Get back here, Yike! Get back here!
Is he peeing?
It's a Michelin star meal, Broken Blade. No! No!